The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. He'll do it himself. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Returner is tackled down.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Working that left side now. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Beavers are marching down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Hester. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. All wideouts, no backs. Brown wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ballard.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now on the counter. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Counterplay is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the lone running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
Looking downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll try to pop the draw. Can't get him to the ground. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Quickly out to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, turning it on.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. To the air, it's Hammond. Rushes on him. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just triples to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Using his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Sets up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Back to throw. It's Hammond. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Past the 45. On the move is the 30. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Toss sweep right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately. Causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Took took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Bowers. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
17, Oregon State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got a little space. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Makes the catch. It's Bowers. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by just 1 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They're going to run it. Across the 45. There he goes. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Coming out with it, it's Carr. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down and getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line.
They've given them some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So don't be too aggressive. Play back, try to get the stop, and try to force the field goal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. It's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Across the 25. He's got room. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Beavers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauer. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Skips away from pressure. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Snagged in the middle, it's Eakin. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold on.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab down the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here comes the heat. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Hudson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. That's caught. It's Gentry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.